the Nikon Z6 III Gitzo tripod with a Sackler XL Ace. This one, I'm going to talk about that later. That's a really good tip for you.
Oh my goodness, there are deer looking at me. Oh, they are getting too close now. That was amazing. For the past 5 years, I've been photographing the red deer in the autumn when they have the rutting season. Right now we are in September and the rutting season has started. I can hear the red deer home from my farm when I'm outside on the terrace at night. These whoa sounds that are just so amazing, and it makes the hair on my arms just stand up. And of the same reason, for the I think last 2 years, an idea has started to come up in my head, and I'm going to tell you all about that tomorrow. But we'll see each other tomorrow on my farm when we are packing all the equipment. So yeah, time to end this beautiful evening.
Just want to share with you what I bring to the forest before I pack it into my bag. And let's just start with what I came with here, the Nikon Z6 III. I use that for filming myself and just film around, together with a Rode Video Mic NTG and a windscreen here to take if there's a little wind. I hope there's no wind, but and for this one, extra battery and a memory card. So good to go. Then I have the camera I think I'm going to use the most. It's the Nikon Z9 here with a 400 2.8 lens with a built-in converter. And yeah, I think I'm going to use this camera about 95% of the time, because it's just like, yeah, it's just my favorite to use for really low light. So yeah, that is coming with me. And then for that camera, I bring 2 extra batteries and 2 memory cards. I use one for video and one for photo. Then when I offload them to the computer and I'm tired, you know, I don't make mistakes and put them in the wrong folders, things like that. Just put it down here. I also bring the 180 to 600 Nikon lens here. This is basically if I figure out that I cannot carry around the big equipment there because it makes too much noise, or you know, then having this one on and just handheld sneaking around, I make much less noise. I don't think I'm going to use it, but I just bring it in case. And then here, extra t-shirt, because if I get sweaty by bicycling, I'll get cold in the evening. Then the 3D camouflage clothes and a net to put on the lens. And this one goes on this guy here, Gitzo tripod with a Sackler XL Ace head that I have this half ball mounted on, so that it's not like a ball head that you can just put the tripod how you want and then make it work. This one can just compensate a little for uneven ground, which is great. Not perfect for photography, not perfect for video, but the best I have found that really does both. So yeah, good to go. Wow, the lamp. This Rollei carbon fiber tripod with a really right stuff head on is the one I use for vlogging and as a spare tripod if I need to go and don't want the heavy one. Here becomes, yeah, of course, binoculars, always with me. This one, I'm going to talk about that later as a really good tip for you. Power bank for my sound equipment so that I can record for many days in a row. And this one is basically the Zoom F3 32-bit float recorder with some omnidirectional microphones with a wind blocker on. I'm going to show that to you when we get out there. And then my homemade stereo bar here. Yeah, I'm also going to demonstrate that. And this whole sound setup I'm going to make a video about because I think it'll be really, really helpful for a lot of wildlife photographers to capture these sounds. More about that later. So, with all that ready, I just need to put it in my pack and on my bicycle trailer, and then whenever time comes that I need to leave for the forest, I am ready. So yeah, see you. I'm a few hundred meters from where I think the red deer are, so this is a good location to prepare the sound equipment. This is not like a one night out and then you have everything. I think I'll be here a few evenings because today I want to try to get an idea about exactly where they are. If like today, tomorrow, the day after, is it the same place they are roaring or is it the same place I see them? But enough talking. Let's move on with the camera and then let the sound recorder do its work here. Is, as usual, that their hearing, their ears and their nose is phenomenal. And while the male does not care about it because they have other things in their mind, the females are, yeah, they're causing me troubles always, every year. But I want to see if I can get a little bit closer. I can hear the males are fighting. Yeah.
are pretty dense. No need to say I'm close to them. They are far away, probably 400 meters. But this is nice there in the fog. Yes, there is the male. Here they are. Just look here. Just want to show you one of the one I got. Awesome. Light is getting too low now. I can't film and photograph anymore. Oh, and I wish I had the sound recorder here. But I'm afraid if I go there and get it and back here, I'll make too much noise. So I'll have to come back tomorrow during the day, set up the sound recorder, set up myself with my camera out there. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's call it. Holy cow. Look at this. I was on my way out, and now this one Now, that sound recorder is placed on the perfect location, at least based on my experiences from yesterday. We are about 50 to 100 meters from where the stags were like roaring last night, and with the battery pack on, this one should last for 2 days with the big memory card. So I'll probably just leave it one night and then go and check it, because the best thing would be to leave it for 2 nights, but I don't have patience for that. I'm so excited to see what comes out. But on my way out here, I also found a really good spot where I'm going to sit later today, and I have to get here before it's starting to get dark, meaning that I have to be here before the red deer. So yeah, let's get home, get things packed, get some rest, some food, and then I'll see you out here. So, before we go, I want to show you a little tip that I use a lot. In the forest or places with a lot of elevation and like hills and stuff, it can be really difficult with the wind. Okay, let me get this off when I'm talking. And even though you take some dead grass and put it up and do like so, you see, okay, wind is going there. But sometimes the wind can go like this. And a very good tip for that, let me get to my pocket here, is this little fellow here that the kids play with. You see, when you follow the bubbles, you can see if they start to suddenly do like this. But I can see they're just continuing out over the little meadow there, which is pretty good because I'm going in that direction and the deer are here and the wind comes from here. Otherwise I would have to change my direction. This is really nice. They haven't seen me because they don't look in my direction. And they seem very relaxed. Fallow deer, female with a little one. Oh, now the mom leaves. Look at this little fellow. Oh, I have to be quiet. Oh, this is so nice. Oh, I'm so happy now. I got these recordings and some photos of them also. I know it's a lot to ask for, but now I'm just hoping for the red deer. I still haven't seen the red deer, but I can hear them about 1 kilometer over there. Of course, they're not at the same location as they were yesterday. I reckon another 20 minutes and the light will be way too low. Let's see. I still cross my fingers. This evening is perfect. I've changed my position a little bit just to get a better view in more directions. And I can hear one of the stacks is roaring that direction behind some trees already now. And I have 2 hours before it's getting too dark to photograph. So fingers crossed and everything else that can be crossed. so much with you because they're so shy and I'm very close and I just have to be really in stealth mode. But I'll do it as good as I can so that you can hopefully enjoy this as much as I do. What an evening. Now I feel so happy. Very good. Stags and females. I've seen fallow deers with small ones. I've seen the fox. What a wonderful evening. This is why we as wildlife photographers just have to go out again and again and again, because eventually it pays off. There are 2 mosquitoes biting my arm now, and it's getting too dark to photograph. Way too dark. It was too dark like 20 minutes ago. But I will not complain, because this evening has been pure magic. I think we'll just end this day here. See you tomorrow.
The weather tomorrow should be absolutely perfect, with haze over the meadow, and I'm going to try my luck. But before we go out, I want to update you on how my life as a crowdad has turned out so far. If you have seen my last video, you'll know that I found this little crow that has fallen out from its nest, and it's now living with me and Björn on my farm. It seems like the crow really likes Björn, but him on the other hand, I think he prefers not to share my attention. The little fellow grows really quick and he now knows how to fly. That means that he can go wherever he wants, when he wants, because I never lock him into the cage. He is such a curious bird and he never rests, I feel. He's always doing something. Most of the time he does things that he shouldn't do, like taking my memory cards and try to hide them around in the sofa or under the blankets. And he's always hungry. Like always. Every time he sees my finger, he thinks it's a beak from his parents. And Björn is definitely benefiting from that. Every time the crow, like quack quack, Björn knows that it's food time and he comes for a snack. It can be pretty hard to get things done when Bertram is around. Like here when I'm trying to do some video editing and he's trying to, catch the birds on the screen. He didn't have much luck with that, so I thought he needed some success. So I found a spider in the house and showed it to Bertram, and that was the first time he saw such a thing. He needs a little better coordination though, but I'm sure he will learn it. After hours and hours of playing with me and with Björn, the little Bertram is now really tired and ready to go to sleep, and so is Björn. That gives me a few hours where I can do things without these two fellows disturbing me. He grows really fast, the little Bertram, and I will keep you updated on his life here on my farm. But now it's time to get back to the forest, this time in the morning.
Hear them out there in the meadow, but I can't see them. They're hidden in the fog. Oh, if they become visible in this light on this morning, I'm going to celebrate somehow. This is almost torture. sun sometimes burns through the fog, and then the fog takes over again and everything becomes misty. Oh my goodness. There are deer looking at me. Too close now. My heart is pumping now. I just don't want them to discover me. And then the whole group will get scared and panic. And it's not so nice. Seen me. I'm glad they're distracted. Now the last few stacks are leaving the arena. All the other has already left. Soon the sun will rise and all this magic will only exist in my mind. And on the memory cards, hopefully. Crazy. Now the stacks, they ran a little further away and then they left. And unfortunately, the females, they discovered me because when they came out, I was in a really, really bad, balance, because I was sitting like this. And then I was leaning a little bit to touch the camera. So, and I was holding my arm up, I was filming with my phone because I just wanted to show you how close they were over there with this stick. Clear field. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 41, 42, 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here they were, see? So they were 28 meters from me when I was sitting in here. And let's get back into the forest. Oh, I feel like out of energy now because I was so concentrated. They could like keep an eye on me from 2 directions, and holy smoke, that was amazing. I think a red deer just died. That's the nice thing about this guy here. We can shoot again and again and again and again and again the same animal, and no one gets hurt. But nevertheless, sun is disappearing again. Let me get a little away from the light here. Let's get back to the forest and do a recap. I feel so grateful and I feel so lucky. It has been some amazing evenings out here with the red deer, male and female, the fallow deer and the fox, and now this is my first morning here and I see the red deer. Like, I mean, how lucky can you be? I really hope you have enjoyed being with me here on this little red deer adventure. And now I want to take my gear and go home and have my breakfast, my morning coffee, and then I want to look through all these photos and videos, and I want to pick up the sound recorder and listen through the sounds. And I'm excited to see if that atmosphere, if that like raw, like if I have been able to capture that. And of course I want to try with my little project about putting the photos, the video and my own sound recordings together, and I'll show you what I got at the end of this video, and then we'll see if it's good or bad. But there will definitely be room for a little improvements, but yeah, it is my first morning here, but it's not my last, and I'm taking you out here with me again very soon. But until then, see you out there.